What if instead of hunt down the free man, it was hunt down the marked one? That's basically Clear Sky. The premise of Clear Sky. Hunt down the marked one. The dude you play as in Hunt Down the Free Man, if you got hit in the face with a crowbar, it wouldn't leave nice, neat scars like that. It would dig chunks of flesh and bone out your head.
Sorry about blood.
By the way, this will most likely be a farming episode.
Jack killed my dog a lot slower.
Hands are sweaty and jittery. From my coffee. Who loves my coffee? So if you detect that, just bear with me.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else, I bet you. If you got the money,
Still coughing and hacking.
catch you later. Catch you.
Well, I've got medicine. And I took some. Had some chicken soup too. High in selenium. Chicken and turkey are both high in selenium, so eat like it's Thanksgiving every day, and you'll be really healthy. And don't skimp on the vegetables. You can smoke them and steam them every once in a while, but eat them raw, crudita style, as often as you can. Torg. Looks like a TDR barrel. I forget what that's called. Hand cannon. What was that hiccup? Ugh. Do you have your collar No. It's a kerchief. Is that a kerchief or a balaclava? If you can't afford or don't have a gas mask, that's exactly the sort of thing you need in the desert regions of this planet. Cowboys would often wear cravats, or am I pronouncing that right? Something they could put over their nose and mouth so they don't aspirate dust. If you aspirate dust, it can really wreck it.
Come on back anytime. You can always trust the gun at your side.
Was thinking I might go to Lynchwood
Remember, we're always open.
and farm. I don't know. What do I want to do?
Why loot the dead when you
Grody,
can buy
TD, or
cookies?
scope.
Don't get killed! Don't get killed! Good luck.
Where should I put this launcher? He just said, like I did. Well, this is unconventional. That's a good thing. Forced me to think outside my box. Nice, fast rockets. What, are you dancing to some punk music? Oh, yeah, might as well. Maybe I'll... Hey, a synergy. With a Jacob's grip. Synergy can withstand having a Jacob's grip on it. It doesn't slow the fire rate down way too much. And it improves both damage and accuracy. Wouldn't mind finding another launcher just like this one, but a fire.
Take Marcus munitions.
Love the atmospheric music here.
No words, my friend. No refunds. See you real soon, I'm sure.
Wouldn't be a bad idea to farm these things, Varks. Farming Varks. I guess I'm kind of making it up as I go. Which I know un-INTJ-like of me. I guess I could see if I can... What the... Where did you come from already?
Tossing the little lady. Nothing like a turret.
Well, ideally, what I would like to do is get those things to fight crystalisks. I know I probably did that more times than I needed to. Losing discharge, that sounds grody go nuts, a go-go.
See ya, bitch. Say hello, sweetie. Say hello, sweetie. Another turret kill.
Attack one of them, the other one gets you. I might be a Rocketeer from now on. Something different. Taking my cues from Brick. More specifically, Brick with the Bombardier class mod. And yes, that is the correct way to pronounce that. It's a French name. Yes, it comes from a name. This right here, this is why I should have kept that Jacob's iron. You know what they say about hindsight versus foresight. Still keep obsessing about foolishly selling that blue prowler. Let's see if I can get this money cash out of here without losing too much shield. Not bad. Didn't lose too much shield. Go. Oh. Really? awesome. Ow. Can I get... yeah. Might as well just use this all the time. Imagine what it'll be like once I pair this up with a fire one. Overkill. Dig it. Fire one and a bandit launcher too. Three different rocket launchers that I want. Or rather, I should say this one plus two others I want. Could maybe go with a Torg. But I want, if I use a Torg launcher, I want one with a Malawan barrel like this for fast rockets. Maybe I should respec for a Grenadier / Rocketeer Axton build. I don't know, Tactician just always works for me. Tactician class mod / build for Roland is what I always used for the end game in Borderlands 1 as Roland. So, you know, yeah, I didn't think a slag launcher would do too much on a slag creature.
Say hello, darling.
Torg sights for me are always preferred on launchers. They just look cool. If you didn't already know, this is a Torg sight. You know what? I should try this. Eat it. Reload. Now throw him down. Switch. Wouldn't switch weapons fast enough. So irritating. What the heck? I should have stabbed that one. That would have been awesome. Just as an act of defiance. Not even trying to be accurate. I anticipate that I'm going to run out of ammo pretty quickly with this droog. Follow clues. Is that something that I was supposed to pick up already or find already? I forget. Junk. You're supposed to get better stuff from a badass pod than from the badass itself. And it didn't give me jack monkey squat. And I'm not the least bit surprised. That's what I've come to expect. Follow clues is a pretty vague instruction. Got a pick sticker on this too.
Nice.
Pig sticker.
Splooge.
Resist, eh?
Let's get to killing, sweetheart. I'm ready for more.
Resist what?
Well done, darling.
Frivolous tactical reload, which I didn't mean to do, really. Oh, what's with all these hiccups? Finish him. Oh, nice. A chub. Well, 46 is the best level you can offer me. That's not going to cut it. So I might as well not even bother farming here. Well, that's a 48. When I use 2 or more guns as Sal and Zerk with them, I call that Salawan, or Malvador, whichever you prefer. It'll give me a 48 at least. Yeah, that's 48 at least. There's one of the things. Infestoids.
Boom shakalaka! Boom shakalaka!
I guess follow clues refers to all that stuff underneath it, and it's not actually a separate task that you have to do separately. But you can see my confusion. I mean, you can see how a person could misinterpret that and get confused. No, that doesn't mean you're autistic. Although it likely might indicate that you're of melancholy temperament. Like me! People of melancholy temperament tend to analyze like that. Both linear and lateral thinking at the same time. And if you think it's indicative of autism, then you're a noob when it comes to psychoanalytics. Whoosh. A preference for orderliness when it comes to laying out instructions is actually not at all indicative of autism. It's just that nowadays this so-called modern psychiatric establishment has thrown everything into the so-called autism spectrum. Now everyone's autistic. That's why everyone's autistic, because they've expanded the definition. While I'm here, should I do the Minecraft thing? Or did I do that already? I don't even remember. Was on hiatus too long. Having too much fun making old school joist videos, joist style. Stalker videos, flesh pics, etc. Oh, come on, not this again. Ugh. One shot. It sounded like I got something like 3 rockets out of one shot. How much stuff am I lugging around? Whoa. And what level is it? I wonder why I got a blue 46 from a chub. Also, now that I've got slag launcher, and since I'm using Logan's gun plus absorb shield to make myself essentially a bombardier,
Now you be careful, honey.
I could stash or sell. Don't really want to sell it. I'll probably stash it. That's Slag Snyder. Groper. Grope this. Little mix, isn't she? Go ahead and battle. Finish you. That's why it's called a group.
Chew 'em up! More of that!
Nimble little Masons. Yes, I have to say that every time. If you don't know what that's a reference to, then you're uncultured. I love scoring second wins with melee strikes, especially if it involves the use of a big sticker, because you know how I love big stickers. Excellent. See, this game is fun when you're well equipped. Battle. When it takes 45 minutes just to get it, like, across town, so to speak, then it gets tedious. I'll go ahead and intervene. I want to have some fun, too. Give me a break. It's almost like the game knew exactly what I was trying to do and prevented me from doing it for no reason.
Chunk to the mineral smasher and deliver the iridium to your supervisor. If you are caught stealing precious
Your
minerals
face
from the
pisses
dig
me
site,
off.
you will be shot.
I need to sell some stuff. Fortunately, this quest will take me to across the place with a shop. Those hives still, I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Those hives remind me of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. The insect-themed Zephon stage, that's what it was, Zephon. Was it an insect or a spider? Believe it or not, some people still don't know the difference. Arachnid, different classification.
Is an antique piece of doll machinery. If you were gazing slack-jawed at your feet with sanctuary fluids in the air, you might not know the Doll Corporation held a great
I knew that
interest in
because I
Pandora's
played Borderlands
resources
1
once upon a time.
around the time it first came out. in a co-op game, have you ever ridden on top of this while someone else pushed it? That's totally an OSHA violation. See what I did there? That was a Half-Life 2 reference. But it's also literally true. I never did stuff like that on the job. I've worked a lot of blue-collar jobs, and I never did anything irresponsible like that. I mean, yeah. I was involved in some minor accidents that did not involve significant property damage and only slight injury to myself, but that was around the time I was a noob.
Airlock 1 reached. Please open airlock. Still escorting a minecart due to your egregious overqualification for menial labor? Fantastic. Let's hop back to story time. So, the doll miners found it difficult to get the iridium off-planet, and soon found themselves wrestling with the Atlas Corporation as they fought over the same resources. As it turns out, word of a vault can travel many galaxies.
So, iridium was a thing before the Vault Hunters of Borderlands 1 destroyed the Destroyer.
Want to meet my girlfriend? Nothing like a turret kid.
Nibble, little mixins. Finish him. Or her. Or it, just the same. Well, where did you come from?
As it turns out, Doll turned tail when the Crimson Lance showed up and flexed their various muscles. The central issue being that Doll brought many workers here, including myself, and left without evacuating most of us. The bandits you fight out there used to be family men, workers, scientists. We're all broken because of them.
Conventional Mal Fire SMG. I could use one of those. Gotta be blue or better though. Far better ammo pool than for this fire Drew. This is where that shop is. It's right behind me. To my left. They will be to my right once I turn around. Let me in, please. Of course, you couldn't just let me in there. Throw, 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 throw! Switch!
Glorious guns!
Of course, you couldn't let me have something that I could actually use. Keep it, sell it, keep it, keep it, keep it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, keep it, sell it. Oh man, that's everything that... Once again, a whole lot of nothing. No, I'm not selling the fastball. I'll pass it off to a lower level character.
Later, Vault Hunter. You can never be too well armed. I've always got new stock. Check back later.
Something blue. Fuse time is too high. Would be interested in basic lob singularity blue or better. Can't have a fuse time higher than 2.0 or I won't even consider using it.
Guns.
Finding the occasional 49.
Check back later to see my new weapon of the day.
Airlock 3 reached. Please open airlock.
Tell me that doesn't remind you of Alien 3. It totally reminds me of Alien 3. The shapes, the colors, the ambiance, and the fact that you're fighting enemies with exoskeletons. What am I stuck on? With Axton's turrets. I like that extended scene from Aliens. Oh, I can't believe I'm getting a phone call right now. Just a moment. I'm back. Worst possible time for a phone call.
Not to stifle your menial victories with deeper light thought, but we must assume a deeper connection between the deep spewing vault and the limitless iridium in this planet. Perhaps someday I will uncover these secrets and, further down the line, invent a dance based around sneezing.
Oh, not her. She's silly. A dance based around sneezing. Trusty double tap. You know, it's okay to occasionally give me a blue from a badass. Every once in a while. Video game logic right there. What would be an ordinary step for a normal person, a video game character has to jump over it, and they can't even jump over it on their first try. A blue Jake revolver, finally, and it has to have a bandit barrel. Well, does it at least have some kind of sight to make up for it?
Look at that.
No, of course not. Worthless junk. If you can't aim it, it's no good. Remember earlier I said I wanted a blue Jake revolver? They finally give me one, and it's a worthless piece of junk. Because it has a bandit barrel and no reflex sight to make up for the lack of a front sight, and the same would be true if it had a Tediore barrel. Just total incompetence. But of course, if I'm going to use a Jake revolver, it's got to have, if not a matching Jake barrel, then Torg or Hyperion. Good. These trucks remind me of Wally. Now, if I haven't gotten too distracted, I think this is OT6. Deep Core 06. Or should I say Deep Star 6? I know I mention that all the time. That's one of my favorite movies. An underwater adventure movie from 1989. Yeah, Deep Core 06. Did I pick up a... It was a bandit, but it wasn't a rat-a-tatter. Digger's Shadow. You made me miss. Of course, I have to get stuck on the scenery.
I got stuff for everybody!
Fired twice. Really? Couldn't finish that one off? Oh, come on! That should have only taken one. Crawling through the scenery, hey? Matriarch, that's going to take a bit more.
Mad about that? Oh, get it done!
I meant to do that. Yeah, right. Another one? Can we be done with this, please? Really? Really need Torg or Meteor weapons for these things. I know I could just scram out of here, but I'm hoping that eventually I'll kill one of the tougher ones and get either a well-ported green or maybe a blue out of it. I guess it's expecting too much. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Ugh. You bastard. Oscar Mike on the move. I know I've mentioned this before, but shouldn't it be Oscar Tango Mike? Absent without leave is AWL. Alpha Whiskey Lima. Without falls within the purview of articles and prepositions, just like the. So if the initial of the article or preposition is mentioned in one acronym, then shouldn't that be universal across all acronyms? If not, that messes with my head. Once again, that's not autism. It's just a textbook melancholy temple. Tedious now. Getting distracted almost to the point where I've almost forgotten what I came here to do. 220 out of 250. I didn't realize I'd even gotten that many. I don't usually get a whole lot of use out of launchers, but I've changed up my whole paradigm. My own particular idiom. Monty Python reference. The Digger's Shadow. That refers to Digger's Shadow refers to that bucket wheel excavator. Perfect timing for Hiccup, not. Overkill. That's how I like it. There's the bucket. Oh. There it is. Digger refers to bucket wheel excavator. I didn't realize that. I had to look it up the very first time. Because digger, what do you mean by digger? There are lots of things down here that can be used for digging. Even some of the vehicles down here are used for digging. Not this one, obviously. If you mean bucket wheel excavator, just say bucket wheel excavator. It's not rocket surgery. Let's see how a Snyder Mark II compares to a Snyder Mark I with one level difference. As expected. Need an explodey on these. As per typical, I get nothing worthwhile out of it. I'll go check the shop again. Oh, come on. Alright. Turret time. I'm getting bored. Am I full again already? I'm gonna have a lot of gambling money.
You can never be too well armed.
Another sentry kill! Another sentry kill!
That's not bad. But I still prefer relics that increase shield capability.
Don't get killed! Don't get killed! Buy a gun already! Buy a gun already!
Alright, time to decide. Time to decide. Shoot. 37.2. That's pretty decent. Still, I'm going to favor shield capability.
I'm always happy to take your money.
Should have done this before I opened that door. What just happened there? Give me a badass pirate thresher. I think I'm ready. Let me check something. Backity back again, jiggity jig. Got a can of birch beer. It's not actually beer, it's soda. It's birch soda. You know, like root beer. Only it's birch. It's pretty good. Whoa, whoa. Good shooting, Tex. It's too bad you're up there. Yeah, the Torg parts on this launcher reduce its accuracy. if I can... I remember on normal mode I had trouble finding this one too. Remember that Malawan launcher that Axton uses in the opening cutscene? We used to call those cinemas. Back in my day, we called that a cinema. It was a white label Malawan launcher with a matching Mal barrel. Why was it a white label? Look who it is, it's Blue. I wonder if I could get him to crawl up. If I shot him, I'm not going to mess with that. Acid-soaked railway. See, but the railway itself isn't... It means that. That's not really acid-soaked. The acid is underneath it. So once again, that's a misnomer. For those of us who take everything literally. Call me a pedant if you really feel like it, but it used to be my job to make corrections like that. I used to proofread Yellow Page ads for a living, and you know what? I was good at it. That was back in the early 2000s. Nimble little minks and shit. My beloved double tap. Now, if you were doing a co-op allegiance run, then in order to regen rockets, I would assume the only way to do it would be to have a Hyperion player and a Vladoff player. The Hyperion player would need to have Logan's gun, obviously, and the Vlad player would need to have a reasonable quality absorb shield and of course a launcher, or maybe more than one. Two badass parks, nice. Should I try to see if they'll evolve again? Does Vermivorous appear on TVHM, or does it have to be UVHM? Pretty sure. I'm on the right track, maybe. This. There it is, yeah. Oops, bad timing on my part. Wasn't paying attention. Pseudo stomp. Everything is stalker. Since that thing is standing in acid, I will do this. Jacob's revolver is great. Any Jacob's gun. Jacob's shotguns, especially. A Jacob's shotgun can blast those crystals off those legs per shot. There's a blue something, and I want it. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! Pick up that too. Well, my shield is withstanding the acid at least. Better than... I've actually stood in acid with a supposedly acid-proof shield, and it didn't do jack squat, not jack monkey squat. Even that reminds me of Undertale. Yeah, if it's not Stalker, it's Undertale. Speaking of which, I'm not the first to have thought of an Underzone Stalker Undertale crossover alternate universe. But I think I was the first to make videos relating to that concept, which almost always have a flesh pig in them. Mandible. I could do this. I could cheat and use the. Well, I might have to now. Ah. maybe I'll get some more badasses going on while I'm selling stuff. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. Sell it. Slag damage. Not my style.
Thanks for the scratch. Caerbannog. Nothing like a good sale. Good luck. If you got the money, I'll save your goddamn life. Set out.
738. 0738 is, that's the time that was when I backed out of it. Chris Redfield's badge number. There's some Resident Evil trivia for you there. Here we go. I am in the market for a shotgun. Too close for scope. Eon Flux. Finish you. Remember Liquid Television?
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked.
Just out of curiosity. You know what? Because it's a slagging gun, because the green one has a Malawan grip, and it has a Hyperion scope, in this case, I should sell the blue one and keep the green one. Because it's a slagging gun, so base damage doesn't really matter. That looks like a Jacob's grip and a Hyperion stock. You served me well, but now I've got a new one. And I would like a better shotgun than this, but hey, yeah, I'll sell that. I've got enough weaponry, I don't really need one of everything.
Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you killed.
Now the elevator. Corinthian. Remember when I had 4 Corinthians? They were all green and all level 45. One in each element, and the slag one had a bayonet, as it oughta. I almost had a full set of Drugi. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I had everything except slag. Overkill. Just for the sake of completion right there. I'll just jaunt straight through here. I'm taking a swig of my birch beer. Ah, that's good. Soothing on my throat. I'm still ill, but I'm taking this medicine that tastes like liquid Hall's lozenges. I like that. Oh, I might as well check that shop one more time before I go up that elevator. Good to not have to deal with all those mooks. Mook bugs. Bug mooks.
Haven't found anything good?
Nothing.
My weapon machines will fix that for you.
Nothing interesting.
I've always got new stock. Check back later.
Ever notice how Malawan revolvers and launchers have kind of a triangular shape to them? What are you attacking me for? Bring it. That was my kill, frag stealer. I don't like spinning gun barrel on Torg blast rifles or anything else. Spinning guns just are not my style. I know I don't have to kill everything, but I want to. Act of defiance. Everything reloaded. There.
Target acquired.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. If there was an insect-themed raid boss, you could totally make a raid pun, get it? Because, you know, the brand of insecticide. Wait, is raid the name of the product or the brand? I forget. Chunk. That would have been a 2-for-1 sale, except that the baby maker makes a duplicate of itself. So it's not technically a 2-for-1 sale. I must have blown its wings off. That means it will probably morph or pupate. Are you ready to pupate? Good Mythical Morning reference. I watch all the usual suspects. Quite a few of the unusual ones too. Screwed up that last one. Really? How is that happening?
Toss him, little lady.
course, I have to be stuck on scenery. Forcing me to use up one extra teddy toss. And of course, I can't fit a rocket through here. Watch this. I bet you almost anything it'll explode in midair. Called it. Video games are so stupid. Of course, what I mean by that is video game logic is stupid. Could you imagine how impossible life would be if it operated according to video game logic? You wouldn't be able to step over ordinary obstacles. You'd have to jump over them, and you'd have to be able to jump twice your own height, bare minimum. It completely ignores my turret.
More of that!
Overkill. CQC rocket launcher. See, I can use video game logic to my advantage sometimes. Plenty of stuff to sell. Go you. Vlad's scope. Dodge this. Matrix reference. E-Tech barrel, dull grip, Vladov scope, which it doesn't really need. Notice how it's offset to the left and looks kind of a whole lot like a scaled down pistol version of a PSO1 scope, which is also offset to the left like that. Makes it easier to still be able to use the iron sights in real life. Oh. Oh. Finally. And it's exactly the sort of thing I need for Iridium Blight. Plasma caster. Oh, you're being good to me now. You know what? That should be able to score me second wins. I'll take it as is. Beautiful. Not my favorite type of sight. Hyperion reflex sights tend to have a whole lot of zoom, and you don't need that much. But I'm not complaining. Corporate plasma caster. Finally, a plasma caster. Not the right enemy to try it out on, though.
Mad about that?
See what I mean about the ultra zoom, which is especially disorienting with the Hyperion. I could just shoot from the hip, but if you're one of my regulars, you already know that's not my style. Traverse the railroad embankment. Highly effective. The plasma device on the front of it looks like it was made by Bandit. It has that I don't know, industrial look to it. Emperor of what? Did you ever see a movie called Emperor of the North? It has Lee Marvin and Ernest Borgnine in it. Oh, this was a bad idea. Come on, don't let me die to a freaking Crystallisk. Ugh, I hate myself. That wouldn't have happened if I'd had the baby. See, the moment I take the baby maker off, because I thought I was going to be able to score second wins with my brand new plasma caster that I've been wanting to have for so long, always screw myself over in the stupidest ways. Oh well, I still have $1 million, $3 million, but $1 million to gamble with because I want to maintain a budget, budgetary discipline. Yes, even in video games, I do that. White Knight. I might have to check out that skin when I get back to Sanctuary. I feel like messing around with you. Screw you. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it on! I don't need that anyway, but it's the principle of the thing. I press the use key, I expect it to perform its function. Is it really asking too much? Keep it. So that. Oh, just out of curiosity, since I know in the past I've said that there actually are some variations of the Scout that I like, does it fire a tri-burst? It does. Nine-round capacity, though, and it fires tri-bursts. No logic to that design. Therefore, it gets sold.
Let's just get this
I could tolerate 12.
Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
Yeah, no contest. I just had to take a look. Out of curiosity. These would make a good Zircon pair. Zircon guns to Zerk with. Together. See, now I feel more determined, more encouraged. Now that I have a plasma caster. Pretty sure I just recovered anything I lost from dying and then some.
Lovely. Pleasure doing business. May it help you kill many things. Tell your friends, workers finished.
Will I be able to get to a shop? Ooh, a grody TDR scope on a blue dull SMG with a Malawan barrel, and I forget what that's called.
You can never be too well armed.
They're just trying to demoralize us.
Take back later to see my new weapon of the day.
Jack doesn't have the balls to kill anybody who's armed too tight.
Don't have too much fun. Guns! I got them, you need them.
Torque stock, torque grip.
Later, Vault Hunter! Don't die, I need your business.
Now that I have this plasma caster, do I really need an incendiary launcher?
Lock and load.
Don't worry, I'm not going to buy it. Just pointing out how it has a Torg barrel and a Malawan exhaust port. This is a Bandit grip, which includes a bayonet on a rocket launcher because only bandits, probably psychos, would be psycho enough to put a bayonet a rocket launcher.
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked. Don't die, I need your business. Almost dead? I can fix that. If you got the money, I'll save your gold.
Is that a 46? 47?
Real soon, I'm sure.
Gotta be blue 48 or better. Don't think I'm asking too much. Yeah, I know, I have the plasma caster. I should be satisfied with that, but that's not how it works. Yeah, I already checked everything here. Can go ahead and start gambling. I checked all the shops and there was nothing good. Kind of makes me wish I'd gotten here roughly 30 seconds earlier, or a minute earlier.
Like this back in the last.
Move time!
What? Disorienting zoom. The whole point of using iron sights or reflex sights, anything other than a scope that is, the whole point is to maintain your peripheral vision. For situational awareness. Well, that's part of the point. So why not just shoot from the hip? Some might ask. Because that's Hollywood thinking. Tease. Tease. Anarchist with Jacob's grip, and because the Jacob's grip is what gives it the oppressed prefix, I guess because reduced fire rate, but you get boosted damage and boosted accuracy too, I think. Let's see how that compares to the, well, it's a blue 50 synergy. I really shouldn't be comparing that. It's really the fire rate I wanted to compare. Yeah, keep the synergy for sure. Tease. Still in the market for a blue 48 or better amp shield. Blue 48 or better synergy and Merv grenades. Because the pandemic is kind of a special purpose thing. Tease. Tease. Gamble down to 2 million as per typical. And sell all my stuff and gamble some more. Sell all the teas. Stuff I don't need. But you already knew what I meant. How is a Dahl sniper rifle expected to compete with a flat-off? If it's burst fire and always has low mag capacity, whereas a Vlad is full auto and always has a bare minimum of a 19 round mag. Might as well be 20. Talk about screwing the pooch. Tease. Can I get a blue Torg Hulk with no scope? Preferably a bad touch Hulk. Tease. Could go for Moxie's good touch or bad touch, but I kind of want to use something other than those. I mean, not just because I have a plasma caster. Because in the past, I've always used those aplenty. Want to do something different. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, sell it. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. Yeah, sell it. And that too, and that, and keep, and keep, keep. And a Hodeo Joe. What was I saying before about co-op Allegiance run? How the Hyperion player can regen rockets for the Vladoff player if they have Logan's gun. That's kind of cool. I mean, never mind its label color. I mean, as a karate gun. Typically, if I'm going to use an elemental in Borderlands 2. And if you're one of my regulars tees, you already know I don't use elemental shotguns in Borderlands 1. But if I'm going to use an elemental shotgun in Borderlands 2, then it will most typically... Hey! Yeah, it's nothing that fulfills any of my needs. Typically going to be a Hyperion Thinking, or Thinker as I call it, which has a matching Hyperion barrel. It doesn't fulfill any of my needs. Don't make eye contact. What? I'm easy to get along with. Cheese. Well, it's a Hulk. It's a green Hulk. Cheese. Vladoff assault rifles are just too ordinary for my taste. Which is in keeping with the whole communist mediocrity motif, I guess, in some way. Give me a doll any day. Or a Torg. Doll double tap or Torg Lance. Keeping them out. I wouldn't mind a Vlad fire launcher. That way I have two fire weapons. It doesn't fulfill any of my needs either. I wish you could continue to increase your number of bank slots up until you had, like, at least, let's say, 50 of them. In Borderlands 1, you could increase it up to, well, I think 39. Why such an arbitrary number? I guess because it's a multiple of 3. Why not 42 if you're going to do that? You know, like, because then it would be a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It wouldn't be the first or only reference to that in the Borderlands verse. Oh,
Awesome.
it is awesome. It's one of the things on my list too, a blue Hulk. Not a bad touch, but I'll take it. And no scope, no structurally superfluous scope. That's really the important thing. Tease. Tease. I should see how the Hulk measures up to the Ravager again on TVHM against droids. Because on normal mode, the Hulk can do pretty much everything the Ravager can do, and does so with 75% as much ammo consumption. Keep it, keep it, keep it. I don't really need that, or that. This is a keeper for sure. Prefer the Mal. Just out of curiosity. Kind of low on the accuracy for this Hulk. I do typically prefer them if they're at least 20. But for its intended purpose, it'll do fine.
See you real soon.
That was just out of curiosity. Even though I don't really need this, I'm almost want to use it. It's a perfect hybrid. Jacob's barrel and forearm and stockless pistol grip. And topped off with a Torg sight. But no, there will be other chances for me to experiment with stuff like that. That would be a great gun for Sal to use in conjunction with any slagging gun. At any rate, a good gun to use for busting droids anywhere, any old place. Less than a minute left before the changeover. The thing I don't like about foregrips on shotguns in this game is your character doesn't actually hold them. They add something, I forget what. Logically, you would think they would reduce recoil or improve handling characteristics or something like that, like a foregrip actually does. But this is video game logic we're dealing with here. Not just video game logic, but Borderlands logic. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
You can always trust the gun at your side. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
I know I sold a few level 50 guns in favor of 48s because the 48s had better parts. That was some episodes ago, if I recall. But it was all green stuff anyway. Oh, now I think I can finally retire. the baby maker, and the fastball. I hope I don't regret doing that. And I can retire this. Too good to get rid of. Wish the Dominator had a dull sight. That would really make it perfect. Did I check this shop? I forget.
Why loot the dead when you can buy from me?
Remember when I had one of these? I'm not going to buy this because it doesn't really fulfill any of my current needs, but man, when I had one, it performed really well, knocking out shields and then burninating the enemies.
Remember, we're always open.
The wolves will tear this planet.
I forget what... Yeah, I just checked these shops a few seconds ago and I already forget what I saw.
Out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers. Get your health and shields right here. If they ain't dead.
As per typical, nothing interesting. Who says that? As per typical. Only me. It's like my catchphrase. Dominator. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. This doesn't need a scope. It looks cool with those colors. Tease. With this acid and this explodey, I really don't need this. I just wanted it for the sake of completion, if I didn't already mention that. Plus, that whole process of going through all that got me this. TDR launcher with a Torg barrel. Nah, that's something I would never use. I know Torg rockets, from any launcher with a Torg barrel, it makes the rockets powerful. But they're also slow and inaccurate, and that's just not my style. Tease. Move! Oh, enough of this. NPC's getting in the way. Always in the way.
What's going on with Jack's face?
Let me check something for just a moment. Yeah, I've still got some time to kill. That was a dud. Tease. One slot away from a perk. Tease, one slot away from a ledge. I don't want to be spoiled on ledges and perks. Blues are fine. Oh. It had to be a spitter. It couldn't have been a lance. Lance and Hulk, my two favorite aftermarket Torg guns. Not accurate enough to deserve a scope, but it's a Torg with a Malawan barrel. That means fast, accurate rockets, relatively speaking. TDR exhaust port, which, if I recall, does nothing, which is better than doing something bad. And TDR grip, which I forget what that does. That'll be my placeholder till I get a decent bandit launcher to replace it. Tease. I don't like bandit parts of any sort on a Jake. At least not a revolver. Torg barrel on that electric launcher. Let's try out these launchers. Too slow. This one gets sold. Don't really currently need an electric one anyway. This I might be able to work with. Accuracy's nothing to write home about. TDR scope. Eh. Scope of any sort on a launcher. You don't really need it, even if it's an accurate launcher. Tease. Here, I got so excited I gambled way down below the amount that I usually do, but I'm about to recover it.
I'm legally obligated to tell you, I ain't a real doctor.
Keep it, sell it, keep it, sell it, keep it, sell it, keep it, sell it, sell it, sell it, keep it, keep it, keep it. This might be boring for some of you, I know. But selecting gear for me, just the right gear, just the right loadout for just the right situation, that's a big part of the fun. The strategic mindset of the melancholy temperament. We love that sort of thing. Not specifically INTJs. Some say INTJs are typically of choleric temperament, but choleric is an extroverted temperament. Melancholy is an introverted temperament. Tease. Tease. Slag and Rayco. Let's see, that has a chance of being favorable to the Snyder, which this one is not at all in any way. It has to have just the right parts. Like, I think all Vlad parts, making it a perfect hybrid. Fast fire rate, higher capacity. Great for
I
zerking.
got them, you need them.
Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, sell it. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Not this one. This one, yes, this one, no. Matching barrel, matching barrel, matching barrel. Barrels with good synergy. All of these. Aftermarket gives you some versatile options. Again, good synergy here.
Always happy to do business with the low tractor.
Ashes. Oh.
Truth be told, I'm not ready to pass off my teddies. This I can. These... See, I'm afraid that if I do that, I'm going to start dying all the time and not being able to score second wins because I rely so heavily on either fastballs or Teddy SMGs to score second wins. This Hulk might not cut it under certain circumstances, and same for the plasma caster, as previously illustrated. Oh, I already have a lance. Ha! Forgot about that.
I appreciate that a little bit less.
Don't need this. Don't really need the Dolminator, I just wanted it for the sake of having it. Alright, I've explained that enough times. Sell this.
Hey, Slab.
You can always trust the gun at your side.
Yeah, I got some use out of this. I can retire it. I mean, it's just a green. It's not like I'm saying goodbye to an old friend or anything. But it has a pig sticker on it. Don't have anything else with a pig sticker on it. I might as well keep that until I can replace it. And now I've got a little extra gambling money, so I might as well. Let off. You're not typically my style. Maybe I'll keep that as a placeholder. And that too. I really only need... Nah, I don't know. Well, they've both got Teddy scopes. Not that it matters. Teddy guns are used as grenades first, guns second. I really want a blue one.
Who needs a medical license when you got style? I'll patch you up whenever you need.
That should do. How's my ammo? Everything's Maxed out, except pistol.
Feeling overburdened by money? Don't die. I need your wisdom.
Looking good. Still traveling relatively light. Oh wait, there's... Oh. The new skin. White Knight. That looks kind of cool, kind of Atlas-y. Sticking with this for now. Catch you on the flip side and see you next mission, slabs.